Good morning. Welcome to the channel, Great Cloudy Day. I'm Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. Just found myself asking, am I a sage? Am I wise at anything? I don't know much of anything. Kind of limited on what I know. Listening to the birds. Trying to be grateful this morning. It's a Sunday morning, September 14th. And I know I got away from reading these every day, but when I read them in the mornings to myself, and if it sticks out that I feel compelled to do it in the mornings, I go ahead and do it. So this is going to be one from Jesus Calling. I believe that's what I read from yesterday also. But you have been seeing me share from Jesus Always, and then some days I'm using the Living a Life of Awareness meditation book. Different things for different days. Worship me by living close to me. This was my original design for man, into whom I breathed my very breath of life. This is my desire for you, that you stay near me as you walk along your life path. Each day is an important part of that journey. Although you may feel as if you're going nowhere in this world, your spiritual journey is another matter altogether, taking you along steep, treacherous paths of adventure. That is why walking in the light of my presence is essential to keep you from stumbling. By staying close to me, you present yourself as a living sacrifice. Even the most routine part of your day can be a spiritual act of worship, holy and pleasing to me. And then to look up for scripture, you can look up Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, Psalm 89, verse 15, Romans 12, verse 1 through 2. The reason that I chose to read this to you today was, although you may feel as if you are going nowhere in this world, that stuck out to me because sometimes I think I can feel that way. At 51 Earth years old, I see that maybe I'm not really getting anywhere. But then, in the same respect, I start understanding that I'm already here. If you'll remember a few months ago, I was coming to that conclusion, that maybe the success is in the day that I'm in. Maybe my success is sharing my life here. Maybe my success is making this video. It doesn't have to be some grandiose dream where there's millions of people that know who you are, or that some decision you make in life has really influenced a whole lot of people or changed the world in some whatever you think is significant. Maybe just breathing and going through my daily routine of life is exactly what I was here for. maybe along the way, the few people that listen and pay attention and maybe sometimes enjoy interacting with me and maybe get something out of my presence. Maybe that's what I'm here for. It's not always about who you don't touch or who you don't get to. It's not about that. It's about the people that do receive it, that do enjoy it, whatever it is that you're offering in life. At least that's where I'm at today, and I'm trying to look at it that way. As you know, I've talked about there's a few things going on that I'm trying not to let bog me down health-wise. I don't know what's going on particularly as a certainty, and there's nothing that's ever very certain. I just know that I have to get some tests going and things happening in the next coming weeks, and hopefully things will not be too drastic. I talked about this yesterday in the live stream. I hope you guys are enjoying when I do a stream where I'm just kind of randomly deciding to go live while I'm out exploring. Those are, to me, it's becoming some of the funnest streams I've done. It might not be something that I do all the time, of course, just because sometimes it's just enjoyable to be out and about on my walks to myself, not pulling the phone out and trying to record or take pictures or, now doing streams and stuff. So I'll still have days where I'm just over there just walking and just doing what I want to do to myself. But I enjoy when I get to share a little bit of the country. I'm not really going that far from the trailer or anything, but to you guys, it's something different if you're tuning in and watching. It's something other than me just sitting here at the trailer, And I do plan, hopefully at some point, to get some kind of stuff going on that wall back there. Maybe a cool poster or something that I find. I just haven't, that's one of the last things that's really been on my mind here lately. But yeah, sometimes we can feel that we're going nowhere, and maybe where we're at is exactly where we're supposed to be. That's where I'm looking. That's what I'm looking at today. That's what I'm feeling today. And I'm not feeling so bad today, this morning, that I can't go to church. I'm going to go to a service today. I think that'll help me start the week in a better light. And I can't say that I didn't struggle a little bit yesterday with the thought of drinking, because sometimes that seems to be the go-to thought. Oh, well, I've got all this on my brain, and if I just do that, it'll turn it off. Well, it only turns it off for a short minute, and then it's right back there, and it's even worse. I know that doing that is not going to make my health any better, and it's not going to make my mental health any better. So I'm glad I got through yesterday, and I'm still sober. Little over 9 weeks now. Okay, so we're going to go. I'm going to get out of here. I got to finish getting ready to attend a service today. And I wish everybody the best Sunday you can have. Until next time, Mr. Grey Cloud saves the eternal moment. Over and out. Ditto.